Natasha Kerensky, born 2973, died December 7, 3057, aged 84 years. Also known as a Black Widow, the Queen of Spades, and many others, she was a true-born MechWarrior from Clan Wolf. She can trace some of her ancestry back to a former member of Clan Widowmaker, a survivor of that clan's absorption to Clan Wolf. Immediately successful and famous, she was widely regarded as the best and deadliest MechWarriors of the 31st century. The information available about Natasha Kerensky reaches back to 3000 when she was a star captain commanding a trinary in the elite 328th Assault Cluster of Clan Wolf. In this time, the unit achieved notable victories over Clan Diamond Shark on Paxton and over Jade Falcon on Eden. Both Jamie Wolf and Joshua Wolf served under her command, the later upon her request to replace casualties her command had suffered against the Diamond Sharks. A bond of friendship developed between her and her freeborn brothers. Kerensky's career stalled after her promotion to Star Colonel in 3003. Several high-profile assignments eluded her due to her impatience with politics and her success on the battlefield. Kerensky led her unit to being eliminated in biddings early on to stiffen the bidding process. In 3004, she joined Wolf Dragoons during their long-term intelligence mission into the Inner Sphere, leaping at the opportunity to see combat duty even though it involved de facto demotion to Point Commander, serving under the command of the Brothers Wolf. Natasha Kerensky quickly rose to the ranks of Wolf Dragoons. During the unit's employment with the Federating Suns, she apparently came to the attention of a young Hans Davion. At some point, circumstantial evidence suggests that during the employment with the Capellan Confederation between 3010 and 3014, she and Joshua Wolf became lovers. After 3014, the Dragoons were in the employ of Duke Anton Merrick of the Merrick Civil War. One of the first targets of Duke Merrick was Nova Roma, where Lieutenant Kerensky and her Heavy Lance operated in June 3014 in conjunction with the bounty hunter and his team. After the bounty hunter had inspected a steep ravine and declared it safe to pass, Kerensky's lance entered and fell to a loyalist ambush. Only herself and Colin McLaren survived, and the bounty hunter salvaged their mechs, including Kerensky's Marauder, which became the bounty hunter's iconic mech in his remarkably successful career. In 3015, Wolf Dragoons fell out of their current employer, Duke Anton Merrick, who took Joshua Wolf and 27 other Dragoon personnel hostage and later killed them. While the Dragoons attacked Duke Merrick on New Delios in a retaliatory strike, it fell to Natasha Kerensky's band of malcontents to break through the defensive line of Burning Forest. In a frenzied all-out attack, they raised a stronghold and killed Anton Merrick. After the final battle on New Delios, Captain Natasha Kerensky emerged as a self-styled Black Widow and had command over her own semi-independent subunit of Wolf Dragoons, the notorious Black Widow Company. From then on, the Black Widows were the Dragoons' most active raiding force, often operating independently from their parent unit. They were also typically spearheading assaults in the thick of any major Dragoon operation. As commander of this unit, the Black Widow became a living legend akin to the bounty hunter. During the time, she usually piloted a jet black Warhammer that became infamous as its pilot, the mere sight of which persuaded many foes to flee rather than face her. On 16th December 3031, it was announced that Natasha Kerensky had been promoted to colonel and her unit had been expanded to battalion size. The Black Widows were the first Dragoon unit to return to combat duty after devastating losses of Wolf Dragoons had incurred on Misery in the Fourth Succession Wars. They went to defend Tisanghai against Merrick forces following a contract signed November 7, 3031. In 3035, they were recalled to the Dragoon homeworld of Outreach to serve as a training cadre for the new generation of Dragoon mech warriors for the next 7 years. When the clan invasion into the Inner Sphere took place in 3049, she left the Dragoons to take her place among her fellow blood-named clan warriors, notable as being the only member of the clan in either Dragoons or its offshoot Snor's Irregulars to answer the Grand Council's official recall order. Among Wolf Dragoons, her unit, the Black Widow Battalion, was replaced by the Wolf Spider Battalion. Khan Natasha Kerensky, leading the prestigious 13 Wolf Guards, died in December 3057 in single mech combat against Star Commander Jonah of Clan Jade Falcon in the Great Gash of the planet Twycross while fighting a rearguard action to cover the retreat of her unit. The Jade Falcons left Kerensky's fallen battle mech, a dire wolf called Widowmaker, in its place as a monument to an exceptional person who was widely respected even by her former enemies. Natasha Kerensky is a beautiful, dark-haired woman. She is also a cold, highly professional soldier. Kerensky's skill and courage are well known, and she is regarded as one of the regiment's most daring and resourceful officers. She rules her company with a firm hand and demands absolute loyalty from her troops. Return and loyalty are 100-fold. The Black Widow has no known emotional attachments outside her company and little, if any, personal life. She's at home only on the battlefield, and her mech warriors are her family. Though Kerensky's past is mysterious, her military record speaks for itself. Friends and foes alike have awarded her names reflecting her murderous efficiency: the Black Widow, the First Lady of Death, and the Queen of Spades. Welcome back, Mech Warriors. This is Obot10025 with the lore build of 3025 of Natasha Kerensky's Warhammer. I will do the 3050 version, and then when she returned back in she returned back in 3049. So I will do the Direwolf as well too. But this is her 3025, and I'll do a more updated one as far as like 3045, 47 around there, basically, with more clan tech, with more type of lost tech that they found through the Helm. The Grey Death Legion found the Helm Core, and they actually had a lot more clan tech. So I will get into that. Now, it's really hard to bring a mech from a board game and with lore, complete lore, to this game itself. So I had to sacrifice some things and kind of fudge some things too. So basically, let's get to this like right now. Okay, so let's go Mech Lab first. Now, it has 2 PPCs, which are made up by Dunal PPCs, 2 Martel medium lasers, 2 Magna small lasers, and 1 Holly short-range missile pack, which is a SRM-6, and 2 Sperry Browning machine guns. So basically, and normally on any type of meta stuff, you want to keep your ammo out of this because it'll blow off your, say, like your XL engines, but this one doesn't have one. It really doesn't matter. But I try to keep it as much as lore as possible. According to the book, according to 3025 Lost Tech book that, they, like before they took out the Warhammers, they, this is kind of like exactly where everything was. You got the SRM ammo here, the machine gun like 1 ton of here, and 1 ton like machine gun like ammo. Now, I didn't use the Black Widow version because that's not according to lore. It's just what they wanted to go do for the game, like PGI like for itself. And I use a standard engine. Now, there's speculations as far as if in 3004 when they came over with a bunch of stuff, did they actually have clan tech? Did they have XL engines? So there's speculations, yes and no. I tried as much as possible to read into it as far as Clan Wolf when they came over in 3004 when they first did the contract with Davion. I tried to find out much stuff as possible, and even when the bounty hunter did take Natasha Kerensky's Marauder, it was hard to find out where he got the clan tech from. And so no one really knows. I can't really find anything. If you know anything, let me know, because I've searched through books and to no end trying to find exactly where the clan starts, where the Natasha Kerensky's and Wolfram Dragoon's clan started, or clan tech. Now, I do know with their archers, they did have some XL engines, because they actually had a contract with I forgot who it was. I think Steiner, or some corporation, to make archers only for Wolf Dragoons according to certain specs and everything. So it just all depends. It's speculations like as far as that. So let's get to everything else. So I stick with the 3025 like PPCs, the Intersphere ones, because of the obvious fact: the 2 machine guns, SRM-6, small lasers, and then 2 medium lasers as well. It ran at a .93, which is horrendous as far as if you're actually playing this type of mech. But you get, but this is a lore build, just like I said. The firepower is 58, which is nice. The speed normally should be 64.8 maximum cruising speed, or maximum speed. The cruising speed is 43.2. But what can you do? There's nothing you can really do, so I had to actually go with the standard 280, and that's basically what they had inside the books as well too. So this is a 3025 build of the mech itself. Let's go to the camo specs. Obviously went with the standard black, and then you go with the Black Widow signature as well too. Put it right here if you wanted to. It just all depends on what you want to do. But that is a 3025, as best I can get it, a lore build according to the record sheets, according to the 3025 book before they banned it, according to everything else, exactly where everything is. Now, I'm going to do updated with this next one with a lore build of around 3048 when she has more clan tech, or more tech basically for the Intersphere of what they have here. But like I said, it's hard to actually go ahead and develop from book to game. It's really hard, and PGI did an okay job, but I wish it had more lore. That's the only problem I have with it. So let's go to the 30, 45, 48, around there, and we'll do like a different build for that. So just to let you know, this is speculation because it's really hard to actually take a mech from a board game with lore and everything else and put into a video game. So this is just speculation of what as a 3045 to 3049 before she left and went to the clans, went back to Clan Wolf and became Khan and got a direwolf. Which the direwolf I tried to find as far as like what the specs are and everything. Can't find it like anywhere, so we'll have to just guess on that one. But this is just speculation what she had as far as getting clan tech and actually having the helm core with the inner sphere and everything else of when they upgraded right before the clans, because they did have a lot of different type of like Star League tech that was resurfaced. So let's go through here. Mech Lab. Basically, you got your XL340, 2 tons of ammo for the machine guns with 4 machine guns, 2 medium pulse lasers, and 2 ERPPCs. With 1 ton of SRM6 like ammo with SRM6 plus Artemis. So the firepower is 63.9, the heat management is 1.17. Like I said, this is just speculation of what it could have been per se, because I never actually, even playing the board game, I never actually saw a updated version of her 6R. And this is just the BW, which is what PGI made according to the hard points and everything else, not the 6R itself. Thank you for watching the lore builds of the Inner Sphere and the clans. I will have other ones. Probably take me it takes about 2 weeks to go make one of these, because a lot of research and looking through a bunch of different books and researching online and everything. I try to get as close as possible for when I can, but some things I had to fib a little bit. So I do appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. You guys are awesome, and gals. You both are really, really great, and I do appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the battlefield.
Target acquired.